and happy hour!
Yay!
I am Max Baker from maxbaker.com. I am a diet-free guru.
And I am Danetha Doe from DanethaDoe.com, known as the Lady Accountant, your number one resource for anything related to accounting for your small business.
Yay!
Yay!
And we are here enjoying a beverage with you today because it's a crazy week. We have Thanksgiving this Thursday, which is the biggest eating holiday of the year.
So excited.
And we have, on Friday, we've got Black Friday, and we have Cyber Monday coming up. So we thought we would have a drink with you and talk to you about some of those biggest challenges that we'll face this week.
Yes, so many challenges from eating to overspending and and trying to make time to spend with our friends and family in the midst of all this chaos. It can be kind of stressful and overwhelming.
It can.
That's why we're drinking whiskey.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, so Max,
yes.
I totally have a question for you.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, I can spend all day eating during Thanksgiving. I love my mom's quiche. I love chocolate chip cookies. I wake up eating. I go to bed, I think, eating.
Yep.
What's your suggestion to those of us that may overeat on Thanksgiving?
Yes, I feel like overeating and Thanksgiving are synonymous these days. They go hand in hand. And for the most part, that's okay. If you're a normal eater and you can do that and wake up the next day and get back to a normal life, then overeat on Thanksgiving. That's fine. Don't give yourself a horrible stomachache or any major problems, but that's okay. But for those women out there who are dieters or hating their body or planning to start a diet in January, unfortunately, that's when Thanksgiving can be really tough. That becomes a day where, oh my gosh, I'm starting a diet again tomorrow. I better pack it all in today. And that's when a regular day can go into being triple, quadruple what we would eat that day. And that's when all the guilt comes in and the feelings and anger and all of that stuff. So the best piece of advice I can have for all those women out there who are dieters: quit dieting. Live a diet-free life. If you are not dieting, you're not wanting to cram all that crap into your mouth on Thanksgiving. Instead, focus on the really good stuff. So pick the best things about Thanksgiving, the really special things like the quiche that your family makes or my mom's chocolate chip cookies. And right now I have some Chex Mix making right on the stove on a crock pot, and it smells so good.
It smells so good. I really want some.
So eat that stuff and fully enjoy it. Enjoy the heck out of it. And then if something's maybe not that good, like maybe the chocolate cake is a little off this year, skip it. And then you won't have that heartache the next day.
I love that.
Yay.
So it sounds like I can just enjoy Thanksgiving and eat as I please and not worry about making sure I don't eat certain things or go back to a certain diet.
Definitely.
Don't diet.
Yep, definitely.
What I shouldn't do.
Yep. If there's no diet
that.
waiting for you on Friday, then Thursday is so much more enjoyable. Every bite of quiche or pie or turkey will not come with all of that guilt and that strings attached to it.
Oh, I love that. It's such a peaceful way to enjoy Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. Yeah. Speaking of peaceful, unfortunately, a lot of people are going to be having to rush out of their Thanksgiving dinner this year to get started on Black Friday, which is insane. And
Crazy.
Even Black Friday in general, waking up at 6 a.m. or whenever, it's just madness. So what can you tell all those people out there about Black Friday shopping that they won't spend all of their money on that day?
Oh my goodness. Black Friday is absolutely crazy. And it's even crazier that retailers are starting Thursday nights now. That boggles my mind to encourage their staff to come in on Thursday night. But that's a whole other topic. When it comes to, making sure you don't overspend on Black Friday or maybe Cyber Monday if you're waiting for those online deals, my biggest piece of advice is to go into those stores or when you sign on to those websites with a clear idea of what you're looking for. There's going to be so many shiny deals And you're going to think that you're going to want everything, and you're going to buy everything. You're going to swipe your credit card and not even think about it until you get that bill a month later. So make a list of your wish list, everything that you want, and next to each item, make sure you know how much you want to spend.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I know for me, a new laptop is one of my on my wish list this year, and I have it listed. I know I want it, but I also know how much I want to spend. So I'm going to try my hardest not to spend over that amount, but definitely go into the store when you sign on to those websites, know what you're looking for beforehand, because there's going to be so many deals and shiny things that you're going to want to buy. So, yeah, definitely.
So you can still go out and spend money.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Black Friday and Cyber Monday are so fun, especially if you go to a store with friends or your family. That could be a really good experience to shop together and buy presents for loved ones. And so enjoy it. Definitely. We love to buy things. That's part of being a consumer and working so hard as a small business owner. You want to enjoy the fruits of your labor. But also you want to have money left over so that you have a savings, that you have that security, knowing that you have cash left over. So definitely go into the situation, go into the store knowing your limits before you get in there.
Awesome. Yay. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's time for another cheers.
I think so. Cheers. Oh, yes. So yeah, speaking of Thanksgiving, I'm so excited because your Chex Mix smells amazing.
I think we might need to sample that a little early.
I think we do. And yeah, so I know I can now eat whatever I want on Thanksgiving and not feel guilty about it. But I also have a lot of friends that do diet consistently. It's something that's just a part of their life, and January 1st is always a new diet, and they go back and forth between diets throughout the year. What is your suggestion to those that find Thanksgiving to be stressful because they have all of these different foods in front of them that they've denied themselves throughout the year, and it can be stressful to think, oh my gosh, I want that piece of cake, but I can't eat it, but I should, but I don't. What's your suggestion to my friends that are going through that?
Yeah, gosh, that's such a tough spot, and I was in that spot for so many years, and just Thanksgiving was just eating, and the day after Thanksgiving was guilt, and that sucks. So another one of my tips for Thanksgiving is focus on some things that are not food. So one of the things that I did my first Thanksgiving where I was living a diet-free life, I was worried, would this day of food set me back into being the diet mindset? So instead of food, which food can be 70% of the day if you want it to be, but there's still a 30% of that day that is other things. So what I would suggest is to write a list of at least 10 non-food things that you're looking forward to this Thanksgiving. And then when each of those things happen, maybe it's, I love walking into the room and seeing my whole family and hugging everybody and just having that warmth in the air. That's something that I really look forward to. I also really look forward to going for a mini freezing cold walk after Thanksgiving as well. So I made that list, and I encourage you to do the same of those 10 things that you're looking forward to, so that you can focus on the food and the other non-food things. Walking is another really important piece of this, or moving in some way. It does not feel good to sit around all day and eat and sit some more and then eat and sit and then go to bed.
It doesn't.
It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good on your body. You may think it feels good, but it does not feel good. So find a way to move in there. I always love going for a really long, nice, sunshiny walk when I have California Thanksgiving in the morning before all the craziness begins. When I'm somewhere colder, we do a brisk walk. Sometimes we turn on some music and we jam out and we dance around the kitchen and move in some way. I've had a push-up contest with my cousins before, my little cousins. And some big ones. And it's been great. Just find a way to move so that the focus isn't all eating, and your body will really thank you. Those endorphins will be flowing. You can focus on some things besides the food.
I love that.
Yeah.
I know I definitely have had Thanksgivings where I'm just lethargic afterwards and I just want to take a nap, and I do, and then I wake up just feeling awful. So, like you said, we are lucky that we live in California and we can do those walks outside, but I'm from Indiana and we have some pretty snowy Thanksgivings. So if you just put on some music and jam out and dance, that's a really good way to break up the eating. Yeah.
Just move a little bit between every eating time.
Get up, get your food, jam out a little bit, sit back down, eat some more.
Perfect.
I love that.
Perfect. So, I'm a little embarrassed.
Okay.
But Thanksgiving means it's the end of the year, and I have to say that my finances are not perfect. I've maybe been procrastinating a little bit on them. You know, I have a program on my computer and I enter most of the things in there, but I wouldn't call it on point. So, as a finance expert, what do I need to do? I'm already so busy. It's holiday season. Do I really need to go through it with a fine-tooth comb? What do I need to do to get on point with my finances before the end of the year?
Sure, that is such a great question, and it's okay. I think a lot of people are actually in that same boat.
Okay.
And the holidays are a super busy time. It's overwhelming with friends, family, making sure that you're just having a good time, shopping, and then you can think finance can be pushed to the back burner. So definitely, if you're a small business owner, this is the time to really organize your finances. You want to have them in line for tax season next year, but also so that you know exactly how you've been doing this year, so you can make plans come January 1st about how to grow your business. So you said that you're using a bookkeeping program already. Great. Continue to use that. And what I would suggest is just make sure you go through all of your transactions and that they are properly reconciled.
Okay.
So reconciled meaning, say you have a $50 charge each month from Squarespace. You want to make sure that's categorized to your website hosting account. That's what reconciling is. Yeah. Just making sure every transaction is categorized correctly.
Okay.
And you want to make sure that's all complete before December 31st. You want to make sure every transaction from this year is put into its correct bucket.
Awesome.
Essentially. If you haven't been doing your bookkeeping or you haven't signed up for a program, definitely check out a couple of online programs. They're really easy. If you're in that space where you can't afford an accountant, definitely check out companies like QuickBooks, Xero, Wave. They're all great programs so that as a small business owner you can reconcile and categorize your transactions easily. Awesome.
Now, I see your Facebook posts, I think every Sunday. Can I drink a mimosa while I'm doing my books?
Well, yes. So, a little bit of background, right? Hashtag is money and mimosas. And the idea is that, sometimes doing our finances isn't the most enjoyable aspect, whether you are a small business owner or you work for a company and you just want to make sure you're on top of your personal finances. It is important, though, to sit down each week and go through last week's transactions and just see where you spent money. Sometimes there's a bad charge or a wrong charge. You want to make sure you catch that. I've had that plenty of times. And the only reason why I call it was because I do sit down each week and make sure that everything that's gone through is correct.
Yeah.
So maybe not drink a mimosa while you're doing that, but I do encourage you, if you like mimosas, to treat yourself to one after you sat down during that bookkeeping date, I like to call it.
Awesome.
And treat yourself. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Have a glass of champagne, girls. It's you're worth it.
Awesome. The last thing that I have to say for all of you out there is just be kind to yourself this Thanksgiving. It can be really stressful. It can be really guilt-consuming. It can be a tough holiday. So be kind to yourself. You're the person you should love the most and take care of the most. And if that means having whatever foods you want and not going on a diet, and I hope it does, then that's what it means. But think of yourself as someone that you love and be kind to yourself.
I love that. Just to add to that, it's spending money is also a time you should enjoy spending your money. Don't beat yourself up if you want to go on a shopping spree, and love yourself. just have fun during the holiday season. Really treasure the experiences with your family and just have a good time. This is a time of giving and sharing and really reflecting upon this year of all of the amazing things that you've done. So take this time to love yourself, like Maggie said, and have fun.
And cheers.
Cheers!